Leo. What's poppin', Leo? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to bring you your October 2021 Silent Enemies reading. I hope all is well in the Leo community. For those of you who are already members of the 8th House Energy community, welcome back. Thank you for all the continued love and support that you show in all the various ways you show it. I appreciate that fly fire energy you bring. Thank you, thank you. For those who are new, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you'll subscribe, hit that notification bell. We deal with a combination of tarot and astrology here. There's heavy astrology in the readings. So if you're interested in learning more about astrology, this is the place to be. Of one of the other tools that you'll use to learn astrology, this is a great place to come. If you're not into astrology, this may not be the type of channel for you. Also, this is a channel for people who are on their spiritual journey. So if you're not ready to open up or awaken, and you're just looking for something to do, you may not find this channel too entertaining. All right, but just wanted to let you know what's up. But this reading is a reading that helps you to pay attention to your intuitive nudges. For those of us who are on our spiritual journey, we do understand that the people, places, and things that are put into our lives are put there for a reason, and that there are lessons that we're supposed to get out of it. So the people who are put into our lives, whether they're family members, friends, lovers, co-workers, business partners, neighbors, your child's teacher, your doctor, these are people who are put into our lives to teach us lessons, and some of these lessons are via a karmic nature. So a lot of people are under the impression that karmics or karmic relationships are only love relationships as far as romantic, and that is so not true. Most of us, our karmic partners are family members, or friends that we've had for years. These people are put in our lives to teach us a lesson about ourselves, and once we learn the lesson, the connections usually dissolve, or the interaction between the two are greatly reduced. Sometimes we have family that we have to love from a distance. Well, a lot of times it's because these family members are karmic in nature. You've learned this, you've realized this, and you've separated yourself as much as possible. So your Silent Enemies reading is here to help you to pay attention to the intuitive nudges, because as a spiritual being, you always have to keep in contact with your higher self, and your higher self helps you to navigate this 3D realm by using your spidey senses, your super senses, and your intuition is one of them. So when your intuition goes off, your intuitive nudge goes off about somebody around you that you deal with on a regular basis, you're supposed to investigate it. Investigate it to confirm if it's something that you really need to take action on. It could be a false alarm, meaning that, maybe your nudge is about your uncle. You're like, something's up with him. And you sit down and you're like, Uncle, what's going on with you? I see you, I just sense that something's up. You need to talk. Do you need an ear? And your uncle may say, I'm just feeling, a certain way about certain things. And your uncle just might need an ear, When I say an ear, he just might need somebody to listen to him. He may just want to vent. In opposed to, hey, something's going on with you. What, you need an ear? What's up? And your uncle's being very secretive, but not only that, you may find out that your uncle has been speaking to other family members about you, speaking negatively about you. Maybe your uncle has shown blatant disrespect for who you are, what you represent, so that's somebody in your life who could be a karmic partner, somebody who's showing you hate, and it could also be worse, but, you have to investigate that nudge to see what that is, okay? Don't ignore it. That's the whole purpose. Your intuition goes off for a reason. A lot of us disregard it because this realm teaches us, oh, it's your family. Don't worry about it. Family's thicker than blood. In some cases, that is true. But in many cases, for lots of people, that is not. And to be betrayed and deceived, it has to be from somebody you know. All right? So you just want to pay attention to the intuitive nudges. We don't, hope for the worst at all. But, we prepare for it, okay? That's what realistic people do, all right? So this reading may not be for everybody. So if it's not for you, just check out some of the other readings on the channel. Also, be mindful of the name of the channel, okay? A lot of people just, oh, well, I'm looking for tarot. Here's a reading. And they don't look at the name of the channel. They don't look at the about section about the channel. Again, if you don't know much about astrology, you need to learn about the 8th house, because this is what we deal with, things of the 8th house nature. All right, so if you're not, if you're a scary type of individual and you don't like to deal with the shadow side of things, this is not the channel for you. I digress. Let's get 3 cards out here. I'm going to channel the energy of the cards, and tell you what I get. If this is something that resonates with the intuitive nudge that you have, investigate that intuitive nudge, okay? This is a general read. Do not try to make this fit. This is not the type of reading for you to try to make fit. of any reading that you ever watch. I don't care who it is. This one you don't try to make fit. Okay, so we got the King of Wands. That's Leo energy. I need 2 more cards. Check your other placements if this one doesn't resonate. We have the Major Arcana of the Magician. It came out in reverse. Now, when we have Major Arcanas come up, you know, that's definitely a red flag. All right? One more card and we'll get into it for you, Leo. Did I do your song? Leo. I don't know if I did it or not. I feel like I just hopped right in. Okay, but we got the Queen of Wands. So we got a lot of heavy fire energy here. All right? So let's see. So we definitely got you showing up. Now, when you show up in your own silent enemy reading, you could be your own worst enemy. So you could be acting or behaving in a manner which could be detrimental to you. All right, so let's see what this King of Wands energy is, what I'm getting from this. It's showing up in the silent enemies reading for some of you because some of you are being too aggressive. You need to slow down. Some of you could be in a position where you want your way. You want what you want and you want it now. This is not J.G. Wentworth, sir or ma'am. You know, you gotta be cool. You know, whatever house. Where's you got 4 planets in Libra. Libra's your second, Libra's your 3rd house. So in your environments, definitely in your communication. Some of you are you may be coming off a little aggressive. You know, today is October 6th. We got the moon, the sun, Mercury, and Mars in your 3rd house. Your 3rd house has to do with your communication. Some of you, you got to be careful. You could have people around you who are talking a little bit abrasive and aggressive, or you could, because this is your energy, the King of Wands, you could be coming off a bit aggressive and abrasive. You could be being too pushy. All right? And the vibes that you're getting from people, you know, maybe they're trying to avoid you or they're going to give you that energy back. You don't want that energy back right now because you're dealing with the house of partnerships, Libra, the house of relationships, various types of relationships. So if you're one of those Libras who's, you know, being very aggressive, you might be met with aggression and that's not going to work out. All right, because you know what happens with, you know, let's just keep it 100. We're in the 8th house here. We're going to keep it 100. What happens with aggression? It could be 1 or 3 things. Somebody ends up dead. Somebody ends up in jail. Somebody ends up in the hospital. You don't want that beef. All right, so be cool with your aggression and your energy and your temperament. If you are around people who are rubbing you the wrong way and you've been holding back and you haven't been saying anything, you may find yourself in a position where you may want to bark on somebody. And you really need to keep your cool because what may happen is these people may bark back on you. And now we got an all-out war going on. Okay, it could just be verbal, but, you know, as in a lot of arguments. But for some of you, you know, the King of Wands don't play. The King of Wands gets down. Of all the kings, when it comes to war, you know, being a king is not just about running a kingdom. It's about defending the territory in the kingdom as well, and your strategy in reference to war. The King of Wands is the first to pop off. For those of you who don't understand that slang, that means of all the 4 kings, if there is an act of war or war is declared, this king is the first one who's going to declare war. This is the one who has the wand. He uses that wand for spiritual purposes, and he also uses it as a weapon. He's the only king who has a weapon in his hand. He is the king of the jungle, the Leo energy. He is a fearless, fiery king. He plays no games. Do you understand? This is the energy of the King of Wands. Now, some of you could have people around you who are coming at you like this, or you could be in that shadow side, Leo, because, you know, we have Leos who are, you know, on the more positive side, and then we have Leos who are in their shadow energy. So I feel like for the Leos who are in their shadow energy, you need to calm down. Maybe you're used to popping off on people and saying what you want to say and not getting the repercussions of it, but you will in this season. And it won't end well for you. So just be cool, my friend. Be cool. And if people come at you in a very aggressive tone, count to 10 before you respond. It's very important. All right, because you could have some people around you who know that you are a hot-tempered individual, and they could be just trying to purposely get you riled up to get you out of the way. For example, at a job environment, if you're somebody who's a no-nonsense person and they know that you have a fiery energy to you, there are people around you who, if they don't like you and they want you out of here, they will do things to provoke you, to get you angry, so that when you get frustrated and you explode, they'll be like, see, I told you he has a temper. She has a temper. She's aggressive. She's angry. Da, da, da. And then they'll get you in a position where you might end up, throwing hands at somebody. Or be cool, especially my Mars and Leo people. Please, because Mars is in the house of partnerships right now. It's very important. It's like me shaking you. It's very important you listen to me about this, Leo. Seriously, Leo. I mean, you could have a boss who's like this, who's very aggressive towards you. Your lover or your partner could be, very aggressive towards you verbally. This is people who may not be thinking and just acting and doing without stopping and counting to 10. Let me stop and think before I take action. How should I address this? Let me go someplace and I encourage you. If somebody ruffles your feathers, I encourage you to just stop. Count to 10. Walk away from the situation if you need to. This is an energy for you. This is a season of when you normally don't turn the other cheek. This may be a situation for you to turn the other cheek. This may be a time and energy here where you may need to turn the other cheek. All right? But of course, don't let people, walk all over you. I know you're not going to do that. I don't even need to tell you that. But you have to, pick and choose your battles. This is a time, this sums it up. Pick and choose your battles, Leo, okay? Some of you may be stumped creatively, okay, is also what I'm getting with this King of Wands. Some of you, whatever you do, if you write, if you paint, if you sculpt, if you draw, if you are an actor, a singer, a performer, an entertainer. Some of you need to be careful because these energies that are around may throw you off your game and you're not able to get into your energy and get into your vibe. You may want to, try to do some things to calm your energy. Your energy might be extra heightened. Like, the fire might usually be like this, but now it's like this. So, it could be throwing you off. So you got to find things to get you back down to this level. So, maybe meditation, maybe, some type of retreat where you can just go somewhere and just breathe, and just, balance things out. Whatever it is you need to do, all right? Then we have the Magician energy. That's a major arcana. It came out in reverse. Now, Mercury is in retrograde. That represents the Magician, okay? Because the Magician is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is in retrograde in your third house right now, all right? So we're still talking about your third house. When a major arcana shows up in any reading, with any reader, it definitely represents that there's some type of major change that could come about. No different with this reading. But with this reading, we're talking about intuitive nudges. So this is, if you're not paying attention to the intuitive nudges you get in reference to your communication, because again, Mercury's in retrograde in your third house. Your third house is the house of partnerships. You have to be careful of the communication. You have to be careful of any contracts that you're signing and anybody introducing you to anything. Like I said, for you entertainers, maybe you're trying to book gigs or you're trying to, secure a place where you can, do what it is that you do. Maybe you need a venue, okay? And you got to pay attention to these contracts. Make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. Make sure you read them 2 or 3 times. If you don't understand something, it's not that you're stupid. Like, don't take it as a pride thing. Like, I know how to read a contract. I'm not stupid. I know what a contract say. It's not that. It's just because of the mercurial energies right now, you may misinterpret something. Or you may overlook something. Or you may have, understood it as this way because you may have seen it in another contract show up that way. But the way this person meant it in this contract and the way they're going to uphold it may be totally different. So don't be afraid to dot all your I's and cross all your T's when it comes to your contracts. It is very, very important for you. Because the third house is the house of partnerships for you, and it also is the house of contracts, and it's the house of politics. Politicking is what you do to communicate with people to get what it is that you need to get out of the contract. So make sure that you're not being, in a position where you're not understanding the politics involved in what you need to do and how you need to do it. That's very important, okay? Very important. Then we have the Queen of Wands. This is Aries energy. Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is where? In your third house of what? Partnerships. So we're dealing heavily with your third house. I would recommend, if this is the first time to the channel, that you check out your your Mercury retrograde video for Leo, and check out the new moon in Libra video that I did for Leo. If you haven't already checked those out, you should. If you've watched them already, because I did them before, maybe 2 weeks ahead of time or a week ahead of time, watch them again. Especially your Mercury retrograde in Leo. Watch it again. All right? This is a good time to do so. This is a challenge for you. It's showing up as a silent enemy because for some of you, you could have people around you who are intimidated by your confidence. There could be people around you who could be trying to stifle you. You're that fire energy. You're very passionate. You're very confident. You're self-assured. I get an energy of who does she think she is? Who do he think he is? Because they just mad because they can't shine like you. They don't got that fire in them like you. So you got to be careful because people are going to be coming for you. And this is similar to the King of Wands energy. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands energy. Both men and women. Okay? People are going to be coming for y'all, Leo. Because of your fire, your energy. People are jealous. This is an energy of jealous, hateful, revengeful type of energy. Look at the last post I did in the community section, and look at the link that I put for the video. This is an energy of people who are haters, because we're dealing with justice. Everybody's getting their justice right now. Whether it's in the 3D realm, in the courts, everywhere you turn on the TV, somebody's in court. Or they're talking about issues that had to go to court years ago and they're celebrating the anniversary of it. This is also a time of people fighting for their rights. Civil rights, whatever type of rights, injustices. You turn on the TV, that's what we're all talking about right now. All over the world. So not only are we dealing with the court system and injustices on a 3D level, on a 3D plane here in the real life world, that is also going on in the spiritual and universal realms. So you got a lot of people in the 3D realm who've been taken advantage of, who want revenge. You got a lot of people in the 3D realm who've done dirt and, they had to pay for it, and so now they want revenge. You got energies in the spiritual realm of the same situations. So you may be attacked or be in a position where people may be coming at you. So this is why it's very important for you, my friend, to just watch the people around you. If you already have funny vibes about some of the people around you, family members, friends, acting suspect to you, distance yourself from these people right now, between now and the end of the year, as much as possible. Love them from a distance if it's family members. If they want to reach out to you, oh, well, we ain't talked in a minute, you can have a 5-minute conversation with them. When shit start getting suspect, tell them you got to go. Oh, I got another call on the end. Let me call you back. And don't call. Do what you got to do to protect your damn energy. I believe in lying in that sense. I don't really believe in lying to people and things like that. But, when you're dealing with family, it's tricky. You know what I'm saying? If your mom is full of drama and aggravation and she runs you from 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds of a call, Mom, I love you, but I got to go right now. I'm in the process of, talking with somebody. This important call is coming through. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Boom. Get off the phone. If it's your adult child, the same thing, because they can be karmic partners in your life. And we have to understand and respect that. Those of us who are on our spiritual journey. This is sometimes how we have to treat the people we love. Now, in a work environment, you're gonna have to put a little extra into it. You're gonna have to work really hard because, like I said, you got a lot of people who are jealous of you. Maybe you got that part, that you auditioned for. You got it. Of course, you're gonna get it. You Leo. But you're going to have people around you, it don't matter who it is. It could be anybody from the stagehand to the director, maybe throwing shade at you for whatever reason. It's just we're in that energy right now. So you just got to maintain, be cool, don't mess up any contracts. You know what I mean? Don't ruin any contracts because of your temper, because people purposely trying to put you in a position where you mess up. Just watch yourself, Leo, all right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to go into the extended, and I'm going to pull like 4 extra cards for each of these just to see what additional messages the universe wants you to take in, to keep in mind, to protect your energy during this this really turbulent season, you know, of emotions and energies running rampant. All right. So if this resonated with you or somebody you know, feel free to click that like button. If you want to leave a comment on how it resonates, I love to check out the comments. Feel free to do so. If this is a reading that did not resonate with you, Leo, it's okay. Check out the other placements for this style of reading. Now, if you just don't like this style of reading, that's cool too. I do other types of readings. You should see them showing up on the screen. All right, so check one of those out, see if that's something that's more suitable for you. But again, keep in mind, we're dealing with 8th house energies. That's the name of this channel. If you don't know what the 8th house deals with it, I suggest you research so that you understand the context of the type of readings that are done here. Okay, and the link to the extended is in the box below, as well as my contact information and the type of readings I offer should you be interested. So with that being said, we'll go to the extended. Hopefully I will see you there, my Leo friend. If not, I'll check you in the next reading. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, Leo.